Hello everyone, what a day.
What a day, what a day.
You joined the Thriving Scrubs for a banned and restricted announcement. Dave's just got home to some big news.
I did, yeah, I just got home from work. I've been just doing, business. And I come home to hear that even more business has been going on behind my back.
Aetherworks Marvel is banned effective June 19th, 2017.
When's June 19th? So
Today's the 13th.
So it's the 13th
This
when we're
will go
recording
on
this.
the 14th.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
about 5 days.
I think the most important thing that's happened is it's ruined our video that we recorded yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We recorded a video. We went off on quite a tangent about Marvel. I guess we'll go down that same tangent now.
And the thing is, right, I spent yesterday evening editing the audio, and then this morning accidentally lost that edited audio.
Oh no!
So I spent this morning editing the audio, and then this afternoon Marvel gets banned. So that's been fun for me.
An exercise in futility.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can share the pain of everyone who bought their playsets of Aetherworks Marvel.
I'm happy to go through that pain to get Aetherworks Marvel banned. So do you think, straight off, that it's a good idea? I mean, we kind of had this discussion yesterday.
Well, here's the thing. I guess yes. Like, fundamentally, I'm in favour of the banning because I think Aetherworks Marvel as a deck ended up being a little bit too good. And the thing is, it wasn't necessarily consistent. I think people call it a win on turn 4 deck when it's not a consistent win on turn 4 deck.
Apparently you lose to Ulamog 10% of the time on turn 4.
Yeah, which is a fine amount. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, that it's gone now. I think I'm still for it. I fully understand that people will be annoyed about this.
Yeah, what I said yesterday is that if you forget money and prestige and mythics and storylines and all that sort of stuff, and just focus on literally playing the game of Magic, Aetherworks Marvel is something that makes Standard boring. It makes it difficult to enjoy at times, and I want to go through what Wizards posted on their with the announcement.
Please do. I haven't heard any of this, so.
And they do, they go through all the stats, and it turns out that every popular deck except Blue Red Control and Mono Black Zombies had a favourable matchup against Aetherworks Marvel online, which again, that's only one arena, but still, that's still the case. But at the end of these, they say that they were looking to do a pair banning. They looked into pair bannings. That means no card gets banned, but you're not allowed to play certain cards in the same deck together.
Right.
And then they were looking to possibly restrict Marvel in Standard. And then we talked about Duress yesterday, in fact. They were looking to reprint either Duress or Pithing Needle. And in the end, there's just a sentence here that they've spoken to a variety of Magic players, from pros to grinders, and that there is a virtual consensus the card Aetherworks Marvel is not healthy or fun for Standard. I think fun's the word I'd focus on. And in terms of health, there's no room to... You can't brew, you can't play new perspectives because there's no room for it.
And I think any stats suggesting that, several decks had a favourable matchup against Marvel, fundamentally, the reason people are playing those decks is because they have that advantage. Because Marvel became such a force, to sort of dread... Yeah. It was the Standard boogeyman, essentially.
Yeah, Standard has been kind of gone through a cycle of being a situation where there is the tier 1 deck, the big dog, and if you can't beat Emrakul, your deck's not worth it. If you can't beat Felidar Guardian Saheeli Red combo, your deck's not worth it. Now, if you can't beat turn 4 Aetherworks Marvel, it's not worth it. Hopefully, now we are in a situation where the most oppressive cards is Gideon.
Gideon's just Gideon, isn't he?
Fine.
He's just Gideon.
I feel like that's okay. There's plenty of responses to Gideon. Gideon doesn't win the game on turn 4. And another thing that's highlighted by Wizards is that Aetherworks Marvel is a win condition, a meta-defining win condition slotted into a deck that is already fantastic. Yeah. Like, if you get rid of Aetherworks Marvel and Ulamog, that deck is still brilliant.
Yeah, it still does loads of cool stuff.
And it won't die.
No.
Timor Energy will still be a really good deck. It just won't hate out so much creativity.
It just won't play Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot anymore.
Yeah, if anything, the card quality will go up.
Yeah. I mean, considering how many bannings we've had in such quick succession, is it time to maybe consider banning standard? Do we just get rid of standard?
Yeah, get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Bring in Frontier.
I think we need to... No, don't bring in Frontier. Frontier's even worse for this. Frontier was the little format that couldn't.
Yeah, it's the little format that never really got off the ground.
Yeah.
What they have done, actually, because they do say, we're sorry, sort of thing, saying that the bannings are coming thick and fast and that they don't want people to lose faith in Wizards or stop playing Standard. The next banned and restricted announcement is being postponed until August 28th this year.
I thought you were going to say 2018.
Can you imagine? We wash our hands. You do whatever you want.
We're fully confident we've got it right this time. Just shut up, leave us alone, play the cards.
No, I think that they'll have learned the lessons that we talked about yesterday. Stop printing colourless. Mythics, stop printing colourless. Bombs that just can be like Hangaback Walker, Walking Ballista, Smuggler's Copter, Heart of Kiran, Aetherworks Marvel. Stop with these colourless bombs, because you allow any deck to just pick it up and slot it in.
Yeah, you just end up with a metagame of cards that are good enough to go in a lot of decks, and the decision to include them is, sometimes with examples like Walking Ballista, I think playing a Walking Ballista in a green-black counters deck, that makes a lot of sense to me. But the fact that the card is good enough to see play outside of those decks...
No, it's not the power level of Smuggler's Copter or Aetherworks Marvel.
I think, if we're talking about Smuggler's Copter, Heart of Kiran, Aetherworks Marvel level cards, really.
Yeah.
Vehicles, basically. Vehicles and turn 4 ruler mobs.
But the thing is, similarly, Smuggler's Copter was a brilliant card, but it was in a deck that was already fantastic, and removing it from Standard hasn't killed vehicles.
No.
The new Esper vehicles list is just brilliant, and it would be better with Copter, but it doesn't need Copter, and it's still completely very competitive.
Most decks would be better with Copter, though.
Almost every deck.
If you're running creatures,
by
and large,
with
probably
toughness.
Power,
rather.
Yeah, any creatures with power 1 or more, and you can slot a Copter in there and feel pretty good about it. What about the idea that they were considering restricting Marvel? Because
I don't know what about that.
The thing about that is, if they said, all right, you can only have 2 Marvels, there's no point building a Marvel deck.
No, I know, because then, I think that's probably the reason why they didn't. And also, similarly with pair bannings, is that what they were calling it? Yeah. If they say you can run Aetherworks Marvel, but you can't run Ulamog, well, then no one's going to run. It's tantamount to just banning it. So I think it was easier in the end to just ban it. If they'd printed like Duress and Pithing Needle, then we would still be focused entirely on Aetherworks Marvel.
Yeah, you'd still have to
freedom from that.
You'd still have to main deck those cards, and you don't want to main deck those cards.
Exactly. Overall, I've never bought an Aetherworks Marvel, so there's actually no downside for me whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. It's got to be getting annoying for people who are, particularly people who are playing lots of Standard events, and people who are consistently trying to bring the best deck.
Yes,
because for those people, they're the ones who've been hit hardest. By Saheeli combo getting banned essentially with Felidar Guardian getting banned.
Yeah.
Anyone who bought the full playset of Smuggler's Copter when they were at their most expensive, likewise Aetherworks Marvel, will justifiably be quite annoyed by this. So I think they've got to be careful with this, because Standard, I think, in general, I've been less interested in Standard recently than I have been, in the past.
Yeah, me too. It doesn't feel reliable.
It doesn't feel interesting.
Yeah.
That's what I care about. I don't care if there's 2 or 3 decks that are defined as the best.
Yeah.
What matters to me is that you can bring something different without looking ridiculous. I think Standard needs to be a format that enables brewing, because it's all the new cards. People want to brew with the new cards. That's part of the excitement of new cards coming out, is going, oh, that goes well with this, and I can try it out in this, and
there's this new tribal synergy. Woohoo!
Yeah, and you see an element of that in Modern, but it's very few cards that turn up in formats other than Standard from new sets. You'll typically get a few that turn up in other formats. Standard is the one to really explore what you can do with a set, and if the meta becomes about being able to beat a certain deck, or there's no point, then it really restricts you.
I think this means Wizards are pretty confident that they've got the next few sets right, and that they won't need to. They can't ban, and I mean they've postponed the next banning announcement anyway. They can't ban anything until after Hour of Desert Devastation, and I don't think they will. I think they're going to try not to ban anything for a while in Standard until
hopefully they never need to again. I'm sure that's what they're aiming for. But
up until this recent flurry, it hasn't been the case. But I'm in terms of brewing, which is something I love about Standard. I'm really looking forward to it. We get Zombies is going to go ham.
Mm-hmm.
Timor Energy will still be around. Pummeler decks are going to turn up. Vehicles decks are still going.
Green Black Energy is still good as well.
Yeah, counters. Metalwork Colossus decks. New Perspectives combo. Gods decks.
Yeah.
The metagame seems wide open now, and it's going to be really fun to see what happens with it. I think this is fantastic news. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You happy?
I think now... the only disappointing thing is that with this announcement they didn't unban Reflector Mage.
Yeah, for some reason that's what Dave is campaigning for.
Hashtag unban Reflector Mage. Reflector Mage did nothing wrong. And it's been ousted from... Compare Reflector Mage to Emrakul and tell me which one is more unfair.
Yeah.
Compare Reflector Mage to Aetherworks Marvel and tell me which one is more unfair. Compare Reflector Mage to Felidar Guardian and you'll see two cards that have been wrongly banned in the place of other cards.
Right, you can make your own video series about unban
cards that should be unbanned.
Uncommons.
Well, that's maximum about 3 videos, but sure, I'll get to work on that. 2-hour epic on why Reflector Mage should be unbanned.
So, a final statement from you, I suppose it would have to be a positive one.
Yeah, overall, this is positive for the state of Standard. I'd say, by and large, if we're talking about Standard as a whole and going forwards, it's a positive move.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be people who are annoyed.
Some people have lost money, and we do sympathise. Our condolences go out to you. To the rest, let's rejoice. Let's see where the metagame goes. Let's hope Vehicles isn't too oppressive.
Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments. Get a comment down in there. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. It's we do notice that. We do appreciate that. For everyone who has done that, thank you very much. For our one subscriber in the Netherlands as well. Just a shout out to you.
Whoever you are.
I don't know who they are, but I bloody love them. I'm a big fan. Let us know who you are in the comments. We'll give you a special feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on Twitter. We're at Thriving Scrubs. And good luck, have fun wherever you are. We'll be back soon with some more videos about all sorts.
Magic.
Predominantly magic, yeah.
Bye!
Bye!